Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my micro studio setup that was inspired by a post a young man on Reddit made who was trying to improve his setup, and he was, as I recall, operating in a small studio. The dimensions, he said, were approximately 6 by 6. And immediately I thought, well, that is very challenging. That's not much room to operate in. So I have a little office, extra bedroom, and I thought, well, I'm going to set up and I'm going to make it 6 by 6 and see what I can do. Now, I am right here. I have a roll-top desk. The wall is in front of me in about 3 feet, and this here is about 3 feet behind me. From the wall to the curtain is 6 feet. Now the curtain, you don't see the whole curtain, but if you saw the whole curtain from end to end, would be 6 feet, I think 7 inches. So, but it's cropped in to be approximately right there at 6 feet. So I'm operating in the same size space. The lens I'm using is the Panasonic Leica 1260, and after some experimentation I found that the best setting for what you see right here is at 15 millimeters, and that's where I'm at. So I'm at 15 millimeters and f3, and currently the ISO is at 1600, but I think I've got it ISO limited. It would probably be higher. And I don't have the lights on yet the way that I'm going to, so I'm going to start cranking up the lights and showing you what I have accomplished with a total of 9 Dollar Tree lights. Now, each one cost $1.25, so we're talking a little over $10 here. So what I'm going to do is, first I've got one of these lantern lights up here. These are the lanterns that I did the video on. I'm going to turn this one on. As you can see, pretty bright. I'm going to set it right here. And I'm going to put the UV light up just a little bit more. I mean, it could go way high, as you can see. I mean, I could put it up like so, but I'm going to put it down a little bit. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So down. All right, and so I've got 2 more of these lights here, and I'm going to set them up. I've got them in a cardboard box, which I intended to put some tin foil behind them to make them reflective, but I just didn't get around to it. Yeah, we'll do it here in the future, but because there's actually 12 lights in these lights, and in this case 4 of them are pointing at me. Let me see, if 4 are pointing directly at me, and the other 8 are pointed backwards. So if I had a little bit of tin foil, that would probably help. So I know I have an overhead light, but I'm not going to turn the overhead light on. I'm just kind of want to do this using the little setup that I have. Now, behind me I have these little, these are kind of cool little lights, although they're kind of a dark blue, and so I'm not, crazy about them for this setup. And then between the lights, I have a strand of lights that, like fairy lights that I got also from the Dollar Tree. And then over here, which you can't see, but I will show you, is one of those cell phone holders. And it's about, I don't know, 24, 36 inches. And I've got a Dollar Tree flashlight in it that I'm going to turn on. And this is going to be my hair light. So there's my hair light, and Now I'm going to turn on the little fairy lights. And, you know, I think that's actually rather cool. Now, I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at it here, you know, in the screen. So I don't know until I actually load it up what it's going to look like. But the only other thing left now is to turn on these little lights, which I'll do. But like I said, I'm not crazy about them. But maybe by themselves, without the fairy lights, they would be better. So... and all of these lights here, these little lights, these lights here came with the, these lights that you see, these little lights, they came with the batteries installed. This light here takes 2 AA's. The flashlight takes 3 AA's. And all of these lantern lights take 3 AA's. So, you know, you do have some expense with batteries. I get the batteries at Costco. I think it's like $48 for $17 or so. I have another light here that I'm not using. But, you know, something like this could also be used for, I could put it underneath here. I could, you know, if I had a little something to bring it overhead. It's quite bright. Whoops. It's pretty bright. As you can see, let me turn it off here. It's a little push button light. But I'm not using it. Then I got another little, I got one of these just for fun. This is one of those, you know, party lights. So, you know, if this was like a black background or something like that, you know, it might be kind of cool. But I got it just for the heck of it, not necessarily for this video. I'm not compensated by the Dollar Tree, wish I was, but I love the store. And I love that I was able to get all of these little items here and have some fun with them. So, by the way, now let's see. I am down to ISO 1250, which is not too bad. I mean, native ISO on this camera is 500. Let's see what happens if I put the UV up. See, if I take the UV up, I'm down to ISO 800. So, and like I said, these lights here, I'm not too crazy about. Probably either. I'm not crazy about the difference in color. Maybe if the fairy light was off. Let's turn that off. Let's see what we get. You know, yeah, I like that better. But then, honestly, I think I like the two lights, these two lights off, maybe, and just the fairy lights on. But anyway, this is my minimalistic setup. The room is probably about 12 by 12, and I have a large window here facing south on my right, and facing west behind here is a large window, and both of them are covered with blankets so as to make the room dark. I have an overhead light in the room, but you know, I'm not using it. I'm just using these lights here that you see. So this is my micro studio setup. I suppose if it was to be very minimalistic, I would be using these lights with an iPhone. But in this case, I am using my Lumix G9 II and the PL 1260 lens. Now, I have this PL 1260 lens at 15 millimeters exactly, and I found that this was the best setting after going between, I actually went all the way down to 8 millimeters using another lens, but 15 millimeters is the best. So If I wanted to get a little bit more depth of field and take down the aperture, I would use a 15 millimeter, the Panasonic Leica 15 millimeter f1.7, which I don't have. But after doing this video, I'm thinking it would be a nice lens to have. I don't know exactly what difference it would make without trying it, but I think it would be a nice lens to have. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And until the next time, and I am working on my puppet project still, and I have some videos to come on that. I just took a break doing this little fun little project on the side. Until the next time.